Okay guys, on today's cooking tutorial, we are going to be making fried mushrooms. They will mimic fried chicken. So for those that don't eat meat, this might be a great alternative for meat. You can make it and have it with like some collard greens, mashed potatoes, collard greens, sweet potato yams, whatever you want, whatever you eat fried chicken with. You want your side dish, potato salad, whatever. What I did is I bought the whole portobello mushroom that wasn't cut, and then I cut it into pieces. The last time I made it, I kind of cut it into pieces that look like pieces of chicken. This time I just, basically cut it into these type of size pieces. I guess three or four bite size pieces. So I cut them all up. Have my oil over here. You can also use a deep fryer. I don't feel like being bothered with the deep fryer because it takes so much oil, and I don't really fry that often, so the oil sits in, So anyway, this is a little bit more convenient. So yeah, have the oil on low because I'm not ready to use it yet. So for the fried mushrooms, I'm gonna make a wet batter, and I'm gonna also have dry. So what I'll do is stick the mushroom in the wet batter, and then I'll remove it from the wet batter and put it into the dry batter, and then I'll stick it in the grease and we will fry it. So let me get my things together and get the wet and dry batter going. Okay, so I have this bowl I'm going to use for my wet batter, and then I'm going to use this for the dry batter, because then that way once I put, my dry flour, I can put the top on, seal it, pretty much seal it, and then shake it, and then put it into the oil. So yes, this is going to be for the dry flour. This is going to be for the wet batter. Okay guys, so this is my wet batter. The wet batter, I pretty much made a buttermilk. So if you don't know how to make a buttermilk batter, instead of having to buy buttermilk, you make it yourself. You can use some milk. I usually, I'm not a milk person. I don't use milk. I'm lactose intolerant. So I use non-dairy creamers. So I really don't keep milk in the house. But, I do cook things that require milk. So I buy dry powdered milk. This particular time, I happen to have some half and half, because I do use half and half from time to time in my coffee. So I used the half and half that I had. I put it in this bowl. This is creating the wet batter. Hold on. Yeah, so this is creating a wet batter. So I used the half and half that I had in the refrigerator. So this is how you make buttermilk. So then you have to add apple cider vinegar to the milk, and that makes it curdle. So you see now it took on like this really thick curdling texture. So I added I think I added like a half a cup of half and half, and then I added 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I put some hot sauce here. Plus I had some regular hot sauce, but I finished it. I only had a little bit in the bottle, so I put that, and I added some cumin. What else did I add? And a little black pepper and salt. So that's what I will use to put my, this buttermilk is what I'm going to soak my mushrooms in. Yes, I added a little salt, pepper to it. Like I said, some hot sauce, some cumin. So now you just start putting your mushrooms in like so. Over here is my dry mixture. So I put a little bit of coriander, a little cumin, I put a little Creole seasoning, I sprinkled a little bit of ground mustard, I put some salt and some pepper, and a little seasoning salt. And that was really it for my dry mixture. So let me continue to get the rest of the mushrooms all buttermilked, and we'll be back. Okay, so we have a lot of mushrooms dredged in all this buttermilk marinade that we made. So we're just gonna let them soak a little. Normally, what I would do, I'm not gonna do it for the sake of this video, but normally, after I dredge everything in this marinade, I would actually cover it up and put it in the refrigerator for about 3 hours, 2 hours. Doesn't matter, just let it sit at least an hour or more. And, you know, if you really wanted to let it get like that real good flavor, you can actually soak it overnight in the buttermilk marinade. And then the next day you just can fry it. But for the sake of the video, I'm not going to marinate it that long. But it will still have that nice wet flavor on it. And then we'll transfer it into the dry. We'll shake it up, and then we'll take it and put it in the oil that we have here that's getting hot. And yeah, and then you guys will get to see the beauty of fried chicken mushrooms. Okay, so I just cranked up the heat on the oil, so we're just gonna let the oil get hot. And while we're waiting for it to get hot, we'll start removing some of these marinated mushrooms. We're not going to overcrowd the pan, but I figure we could put like maybe, let's see, we're going to put like 5. All right, we'll do like 5, and then we'll come back and do some more. Now we're going to take this lid. We're going to put the lid on until we hear it snap. So it's snapped. And now what we're going to do is shake it up in the flour and cornstarch and seasoning. So now that we have those all mixed up, we're going to remove them and add some more. Oh, look at that. Looks good, yes. So I'm going to take it out, shake it off a little, sit it there, take it out, sit it right there. Okay. Okay, so we removed those. So now we'll stick some more back in. So I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these are smaller pieces, so we can put more inside. Okay. Put the lid on that. Shut. Let's put the lid on. Okay, we heard it snap. Shake those babies up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Let's start putting some in the oil. See, the oil is good. Yep, put those in there to fry. All right. And here we go with the ones we just shook up. You hear those frying nicely on medium heat. So here we got these. We'll put a few more inside. Shake, shake, shake. And then we have our last one. So we're just going to let these babies fry. Okay, guys, so when it's no longer white like these and you see it's brown all around, we can start removing them from the pan and start taking some out. You see how those look, guys? Look at those fried mushrooms. Don't that look like fried chicken? Yeah. Okay, guys, all the mushrooms are fried, and this is fried chicken mushrooms, and you can have it with collard greens, potato salad, sweet potato yams, just like you would normally do with your side dishes that you would have with fried chicken, but it's fried mushroom. All right, we'll cut one open so you can see what it looks like inside. Guys, so I cut this one open, and there you have it. You see all that meaty, nice and meaty mushroom on the inside and nice and crispy on the outside. There you have it, fried chicken mushrooms.